Good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk about the visual physiology. The guy who invented camera and television might have asked some questions like this. Why do I see objects? And how do I see objects? The physiology of vision is a little bit complex. It all starts with lights being reflected from objects, and this light is observed in retina by a protein called rhodopsin, and from there action potential is initiated and the impulses are transmitted to the lateral geniculate body and then to the visual cortex, usually in the occiput. The eye has 6 ocular muscles which are supporting it, and they move the eye left and right, up and down. The aim of which is to accommodate light. Let me show you the pathways that are involved in the physiology of vision, the connector, the neural connections. Supposing when I was a medical student, I usually simplify the eye anatomy. Supposing this is my eye, then I cut it into half. Then this would be cornea, and here would be anterior chamber, and here would be ciliary body, and here would be the wall, which is made up of 3 layers. The inner part of the wall of the globe, the inner part here, is made up of retina. Inside there is another layer which is made up of choroid, and the outermost layer would be what they call sclera. Here would be a posterior chamber. It contains a substance, clear substance called vitreous, and here would be the anterior chamber. It also contains fluid, nutrients, which are produced in the ciliary body. They are produced here, and they are absorbed again. They are produced here, and they are produced here, and they enter the anterior chamber through an opening pupil here, and they stay here, and the aim is they nourish the cornea and the iris. Here there is a lens. The lens is here and is suspended by ligaments, circular and longitudinal. And the fluid in the anterior chamber is produced here and come to stay here, and it is absorbed in a place called canal of Schelem. It is a venous blood. It is again absorbed into a blood circulation. Any obstruction in this way will cause the condition called glaucoma, and glaucoma is a condition whereby the angle here is sometimes obstructed. When you come back again, supposing this one is my optic disc somewhere here, suppose it is here. It is a blind spot. In the optic disc, yes, when you take a ophthalmoscope and view it, it is the only place where you see blood vessels, visible blood vessels. And because of this, it is very crucial for diagnosis of diabetes mellitus and people with hypertension. It is the only place in the body where capillaries are visible. This is the anatomy of our eye. When you come back to the inner layer, which is retina, you have photoreceptors called rods and cones. And let us draw. Supposing inside there, in the retina, there are layers, about 7 layers. And there are about 5 layers in the retina. Let me draw one of the receptors, photosensitive receptors, inside the retina. There is the rod. It's called rod. It's a receptor. Huh? It's a receptor. This is the nucleus. This is the outer segment of the rod. This is the rod. And here is the axon, which come and synapse with another cell, and this cell will go and synapse with a ganglion cell, and it will come here through the retina, and they will converge. All fibers will converge at the optic disc, and it goes. They will again come. They will come from this eye, from one eye. Fibers are coming here. From another eye, fibers are coming here. They decussate somewhere here. Then they decussate here, and they come into the optic cortex. Inside here, lateral geniculate nucleus. Lateral, it is in the thalamus. Geniculate nucleus. There are also connections to hypothalamus. Some fibers, they go to the brainstem, and some fibers just radiate everywhere. So this is the simple connector of the wiring from the eye to the occipital cortex. All the impulses are transmitted, and they travel all up to here. And this is simply our eyes convert light energy into a chemical energy, and light will be converted into action potentials, which is a chemical energy, and our brain will perceive. The only source of light that we know so far, visible light, and the wavelength of visible light is about 723 nanometer. Light travels from the light sources like sun and stars, and it falls on objects on Earth. And now it is reflected from those objects into our eyes. And the cornea of our eyes will now diverge or concentrate into our lungs, and the light will be directed into an area called fovea, behind our eyes. And these chemical reactions will take place there. And we normally see the image formation on retina. The image is normally embedded, and our brain goes again and see it as an erect image. When you are far away, when an object is far away, our eyes tries to accommodate. That means the curvature of the lens will be narrow, and you try to come to an object, and the distance between the object is measured in diopters. The mechanism at the molecular level, the mechanism that initiates the action potential in the retina are occurring here. Here, everything occurs here. Light comes into our eyes, and it will be observed by this receptor called rod or cone, which is called phototransduction mechanism. It will be observed here by a protein called rhodopsin. This rhodopsin is complexed with retinine, vitamin A, and light changes the conformation of this, and it will be turned into something else, a process involving G-coupled receptors and so on, a lot of seriousness. And in the end, an action potential will be elicited here, and the impulses will be perceived by our brain as an image. There are diseases that are affecting this pathway, this visual field. Now, when we cut this way in the brain, inside the brain, this side, you are going to have a blindness somewhere here, and this condition is called right temporal monomorph hemianopia. This is called optic chiasm. When we cut here, we are going to have blindness on this side, and this is called left monomorph hemianopia. So these are the conditions affecting our eyes. Here may be okay, our eyes may be okay, and the condition may occur inside the brain. So you can see how important is our vision. Without vision, we cannot see our enemies. We cannot see our loved one. You cannot see a beautiful lady. And this is the message. Thank you.